Dear Dedalus friends and family, we're back here at HIMSS TV. We're joined by a good friend of ours. His name is Everton Santos, and he is the head of international for KLAS research. Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, just a quick question that we ask everybody. So, what
Sure.
brings you here today?
Well, I have been coming to the Middle East for a number of years now. So the Middle East is an emerging market for us in our research. Outside of the US, it's probably the biggest market for us where healthcare provider organizations are looking at our data. So coming here is a treat. We are always intrigued to see what's happening in the region, and we have an affinity for the work that has been done here. So we come here as often as we can.
That's great news. So Everton, we ask everybody this. I mean, what gets you excited about the new sort of reform and digitalization of healthcare around the world?
What gets me excited is that healthcare providers will have more options and more investments to make into healthcare and being able to deliver a higher quality of care to patients and looking for better outcomes. KLAS was born with the idea of measuring vendor performance and kind of separating the fiction from reality, and we as a research firm will try to be very transparent to the industry. So keeping producing high quality content and being that transparent voice to the industry gets me excited to help those healthcare provider organizations that are looking to make decisions that may affect a long time in their lives and millions of lives for the population that they serve. So what gets me excited is to be able to produce content that will help in those decision-making process.
Right, well, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
So as part of that, as you see the digital world moving every day, what do you think are going to be the key aspects that are going to be exciting over the next 5 years?
I would say, obviously, we're coming out of COVID right now, so lots of lessons learned there. We would say that there are a couple of areas that we see as potential investments that are booming over the next 5 years. I would say now that we have a lot of organizations into some sort of electronic medical record, so what's beyond the EMR? So we're looking at things like artificial intelligence, AI. That's a great topic that we're exploring. Patient engagement. How do you better engage your patients? How do you keep them coming? How do you help them to understand that it's not just a physician encounter at the clinic or at the hospital, but it's that care coordination or that ability to help them to respond to the needs that you have in your organization, be it with engaging them via messaging or have some sort of video consultation, appointment reminders. So that whole aspect of the patient engagement and providing a great experience to the patient, I think is the forefront of that. And then lastly, I would say is the cloud and where they store that. And there's a lot of movement into the cloud. So I see a lot of organizations talking about that. There's some movement around that. And our research has shown that that's a potential area of investment that's coming up down the pipeline. So those three areas, I would say AI, patient engagement, and moving to the cloud are kind of some of the three hot topics that we see in our research.
It's a great answer. So you heard it here, AI, patient engagement, and cloud. Right, fantastic. It's good to know. So look, there are a lot of people that are probably going to be watching this today and over the next months. And some of those are going to be young people who are starting out in their careers in healthcare IT and informatics and so forth. If you had any advice for those new entrepreneurs and so forth, what advice would you give them?
Be transparent, be truthful to your values and to your core beliefs. There's a lot of talk in the market, but as we go out and measure, healthcare organizations have done major implementation or smaller ones. I cannot tell you how many times they say, hey, there was a lot of promises that were made, but they are not kept. So as you're starting out in this field, it's important to make sure that you're able to promise some things that you can deliver. So keeping that core part of your business proposition, then you will have a greater chance of success in this industry.
Great, thank you for that.
Thank you.
And of course, Everton is a famous name because it's a famous football club. Were you named after that
That's
football
right,
club?
absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
So mom and dad had a deal. He would name all the boys, she would name all the girls. that being a huge football fan, that's how my name came.
Wow, it's a good thing they didn't call you Manchester United.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks for that. Look forward to seeing you again next year.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You forgot what?
Oh my gosh. He said, I forgot to hit the recording button.
That's what I heard. I was like, what?
Oh, you just give me some.
That was pretty easy.
Scared me
That
there.
He's getting real. I want to